Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Collect Direct. Really, it's interesting when I say this, launch. We've spent the last over a year working on the launch party, so to speak, of tonight, where we would have control of the future all under one roof, where the company and the administrative team could actually do what's needed when you're requesting things. If you have things that you need us to jump to the well, there's an expression in Canada that says jump to the pump, which was an advertisement for a gas station, but where there's something that has to be done timely, you would want that done and you would expect it to be done. So Dave invested into the opportunity to be able to do this on his own with his team. And finally, tonight, the launch is here for y'all to see what's going to happen at midnight. And so that August 1st for Canada, where I'm from, and the United States, and of course, flying over into Australia, it'd be actually August 2nd, we'll have the ability for us to order products and do more than we've ever wanted to do as we launch the company into its phases. The bottom line is, folks, don't wait. Get ready with what is announced tonight to put the pedal to the metal. Get started on your journey with Collect Direct, expanding the global phenomenon that is already existing in the world but never been done in this form of platform. And be excited about the fact that you're first. You're first to the table. Some of you have been here to be what we call pioneers, and you'll be rewarded in multiple different ways over the coming weeks and months and years. But the bottom line is you're here, and we're proud that many of you have been on this journey with us and offered suggestions. But the best thing that I can say with you before I turn it over to our CEO and founder, Dave Jordan, the visionary that's had this mission for over 35 years of collecting and amassing one of the largest collections in North America and potentially around the world, individually owned, is to bring it to the table. Bring it to the table where people could actually point, click, and share an experience, just like what you see behind me on my shelves, things that are going to be eventually offered. I've been very impressed with some of the things I've bought from the company, but we're actually going down a path now where we can actually offer the card of the month, the actual grading scenario of Collect Direct branded graded cards by the team in Collect Direct that the world will see and the brand will expand, and you'll all be part of that expansion, and you'll all have a chance to be able to participate in Dave's vision coming to fruition through the eyes of his corporate team. And so without any further ado, I'm excited to be here tonight to witness, for me, some of what I'm going to see for the first time, because like yourselves, I'm an independent representative. I'm not an insider. I'm just a man that gets a chance to share some early vision as your master distributor with my wife, Nancy. And so for that, Dave, let's turn it over to you and let you launch this meeting with your thought process. And then, of course, I believe you're going to turn it over to Terry. So Dave, welcome. Looking forward to hearing your vision come to fruition before our eyes tonight. Thanks, my friend.
Thank you, Don. And tonight I want to welcome all the Collect Direct, I call them warriors, who have stayed the course, who have been here since the mission started. So many things are happening in the past couple of weeks with all of the bells and the whistles and the Zooms. And me, myself, I've been up since 2 in the morning, not so-called just working on this, but getting ready for a lot of things. I'm so excited about all the projects that are coming together with this program. Tonight, guys, I want to show you the new and improved Collect Direct. Well, I'm not going to show it to you, but I'm going to have Terry and her team show you. But before we get to that, I want to thank all the people that have been working around the clock to make this happen, from Marlon to Ben to Terry to Chelsea to Carrie Ann, and even some of you in the field like Don that have just been, helping with this grueling 60-day, match. And it's like a boxing match, and we're finally here. So many wins and so many, things are happening, but we wanted to wait until it was absolutely 1000% good to go. And I think it's time that it's going to be good to go. So without further ado, I don't want to talk a lot today because like I said, I've been up since 2 in the morning, but without further ado, I want to go to Terry Reckner, who has been kind of the spearhead on this, running it, making sure things hit deadlines, making sure things get done, working with Ben, working with Marlon, working with the team. And so without further ado, Terry, take it away and let's show them what's going on and let's show them the rules and what we're going to do tonight. So take it away, Terry.
Thanks, Dave, and hi, everybody. So, the last time we spoke, we were ready to go, but Dave wanted to wait until August 1st. And some of you couldn't wait. And those of you who placed orders, we didn't process them because the site has been in beta test. And the site is in beta test until midnight Central Time tonight. So I know you're all excited, and I know that there's probably people right now waiting to push that button to make their first purchase, but it's not going to go through. You have a couple more hours to wait. So I'm going to ask Ben to pull up the website so everybody can see it. And as you can see, the 3 banners all have Collect Direct graded cards on them. And that's what we're gonna really showcase for the kickoff of everybody purchasing. So Ben, if you scroll down, please. And you'll see there's some new products up here. And everything is the $29.98 because remember, you must purchase $29.98. Now everybody has the month of August. And then if you have not purchased in the month of August, we're going to actually purge through all the accounts because all of you that have waited, we're so thankful that you've waited and you've been patient. But for those that decided that they couldn't wait for us, we're going to purge out all those accounts. Ben, if you go back up to the drop-down menu so everybody can see, let's just go to baseball. So you'll see when you click on, you'll be able to see all the cards that are available to you under that category. And go back up to shop. And if you go to film, music, and pop culture, you'll see the cards that are under that. So one of the banners that we did put up was really by request because a lot of the members did not want just sports up there. They wanted people to know that if they were collectors of any other type of memorabilia, that it was on the site. So right now, as I've mentioned, as Dave has mentioned, and Dawn has told everybody, we're really doing the card of the month club, right? Because if you guys have taken the time to look around social media and do your own research, you'll see how many companies are out there that are actually selling memberships. Dave is selling memberships right now in the other company and doing quite well. And people are used to this. They're used to getting on a subscription type based purchase. And with us, you'll see that one of those banners said, this is the only grading card company where you have the potential to earn. And I think that's really something that you all have to look at. I had a couple calls earlier today from some of the members asking about the other phases. When is the vault going to go live? When are you going to have the dugout and the bullpen? Well, we're launching what is really the most exciting thing that we have. It's something for everybody. It's $29.98. Anybody can actually join the business and start earning money. So we do want to show you just a couple real quick things. If you give out your links, and as you all know, we discussed this before, your links will work. So if you go up to the top where it says join our team, you'll see that everything is here. That scroll down, Ben. You have a club membership, pre-enroll for free. Let's just go up to the club membership and hit the join now. I want to show this all to you because if Ben, you went a little too fast. It's okay. If you don't, if somebody comes on here from I don't know, they saw a Facebook post that corporate did or an Instagram post, and if they don't have a sponsor, all they have to do is contact support. And we've done this in previous businesses where we'll take those leads and we'll dish those leads out. And as you can see here, they'll just go in, they'll fill out their information, and they'll make their purchase. Okay, Ben, do you want to go out of that?
Go out of that where?
Yeah, just go back to the home page.
Okay. Well,
What?
one thing, when you do go through the join process from this page, you do need to go back and add a $29.98 thing.
Okay. Thanks, Ben. So if you scroll down to the testimonials, okay, so you have to refresh, I think. So thanks. So you'll see everybody's testimonials that we have so far. And I asked everybody last week, and I'm going to ask again. If anybody has testimonials, please send me a message, an email at Terry, Terri, at collectdirect.com, and I will send you the instructions that you'll be able to follow so that you can record your own. And it's super easy. Everybody on here has just picked up their iPhones and recorded their own testimonials. And this really is a way that when people come to this site, they can see other members that have been successful. And you'll see Debbie Primo's at the last trade show she was at. Nancy and Dawn are talking, Dale's talking. Everybody's giving their testimonials about why they're here, the excitement that they have. So if you would like to be considered to have your video on here, just take a look at the videos that are out there. And if you're interested, please contact me and I'll send you the instructions so that we can get you going. A little bit of housekeeping for all of you, because I spoke to Don earlier, and true to form for Don, he had probably what, Don, 15 questions for me, maybe 15, maybe even more. So I want to go over some of what everybody's been asking Don, what people have been private messaging me, just some really important things. So the site has been tested for days, honestly. So we have a really great team. We have our development team, which is Marlon, Daryl, and Michael. We have Chelsea, who's been doing just amazing, checking all the stuff, Carrie Ann, and Ben. Everybody's been working really around the clock, and the testing takes a lot because every time you tweak something, you need to test it. So we've been testing in Australia, in Canada, and the US, but it's never perfect. Anytime that a new website launches, there's still going to be issues. So one of the things that I really ask all of you is, even though we think it's perfect, you may log on and have a glitch of some kind. Some of you had glitches because you were actually trying to access the old website. So I'm going to remind everybody, you have to clear your cookies. Okay, and if you don't know how to clear your cookies, Google, how do I clear my cookies? And you will find out how to clear your cookies, because that really is been the biggest problem that we've had with a lot of people reaching out to support. It's just that they didn't know that they had to clean things up. So hopefully by now, all of you, Enrique, I haven't gotten to that yet. Give me a second. So all of you, hopefully by now have updated your passwords. So Enrique just asked one of the questions that Dawn asked me to go over today. It's the mobile. So mobile will go live probably by the end of the week. Before you can do the mobile, you have to make sure that everything's perfect on the desktop. And we did that today. Today was the final run through. Everything looked great. And now you'll see some of the pieces are actually working on mobile, but it should be up and running fully by the end of the week. And I'll put that out just so you all know on the Facebook group. So any of you that are not on the Facebook group, Dawn's private Facebook group, please make sure that you join that, because any updates that we have that are relevant to new things, I'll post them up there for you. Also, I had a couple people ask me about the newsletter. So initially we were pushing the newsletter out from corporate, from the IT department. So all of the people that have signed up for the newsletter, you should have received it by today. Now, what the development team has done is they've implemented a new system, a new email system. So when somebody goes in and they sign up for that newsletter, they will get it instantly. And that should probably be working maybe by tomorrow, I'm hoping. I also had a question about the newsletter. Will the newsletter be available on the website so that they can email it out? Yes, that's coming. It's not up yet. This was more important so that you guys could start actually buying and building a business. But Dawn, that is on the list of things to do. We will give you the sign up. We're like Chelsea did this, which has been amazing, is screenshots of how when you sign up, the different steps you have to go through. So we will always keep you guys up to date on that. And I think, Dawn, probably the best way is on the Facebook page under files. So I found that that's usually the best way. If there's something updated, it's the quickest way to get anything to the membership. I don't want to send everything out. We have a lot of people that are getting emails that are not still active. We're hoping now that we're live that they will decide to come back and help us build. I think the one thing, and Dawn, I just thought of this when you were talking, that, you know, this is something that's never been done before. And I remember when I first heard the term Google, and God, it was how many years ago? And I thought that's a really strange name. Same as Starbucks. Who would name a coffee company Starbucks? I mean, what was that all about? I never ever thought about buying stock in Google or in Starbucks. And if I would have, I wouldn't be here right now. So I think it's kind of similar to what we're doing, right? This has never been done before. People balked at what we were doing. First go round didn't go well. And so Dave said, I'm not ready to give up yet. There's still people that want to do this. So we found a way to do it, and it's been painful. I can tell you it's been painful. And I mentioned this on Saturday. I never was involved in this stuff before with Dave. I handled international, and that was always the easiest thing. But dealing with IT and all of this, and not just a few products, mind you, 13,000. So when a lot of you say, where's all of the products? There's over 150 packs of cards you can buy today. That will keep increasing. But when you have 13,000 products, there is no way you can launch with 13,000 products, right? I remember Starbucks, you could just get coffee there, right? Just coffee. And now look at it. Look how many things you can do at Starbucks. So that's where we're going to eventually be with this company. Also, I've had people that are so anxious for the other phases. My gosh, you guys have so much in your hand right now. Anybody, $29.98, anybody can get involved in a home-based business in this gig economy, and they can make money and they can have fun with it. And a lot of the things that we've been working on behind the scenes is just more ways for all of you to make more money and to have this be something really special. And I hope you love the website. I mean, we've listened to everything you've said. The banners, we've really worked hard to make sure that we had banners that were new and fresh and would make people excited to see what we had. And they'll change out. Every time we add something, they'll be changing out. We'll be adding things to it. And don't stop with your ideas. I know some of you have been hitting me up on Facebook and private messaging me with all kinds of ideas, and I do appreciate it. Some of them are a bit far-fetched, but I'm still discussing them all with Dave, no matter how far-fetched your ideas are, because again, we're creating something that's never been done before. So I'm super excited. Let's see, what time is it? It's 9:18 East Coast time, 8:18 Central time. So at midnight, I know Carrie Ann is going to be patiently waiting, because Carrie Ann's the one that's going to flip the switch. So Carrie Ann said she will stay up tonight. She will hit that switch. And if you want to, you can certainly start making your purchases. Now, Jackie, I know you're with us from Australia, and it's the morning there. So you'll be right in the middle of your day, and that'll be great for you. And I know some of you that are night owls that are on here, or your Pacific time, that's really good. You can start. And again, if you have any glitches or you have any problems, just send it to support. But mind you, we have tested, oh my gosh, Carrie Ann, how many times did we test this thing? I don't, 20, 30, 40, 50 times? I don't even know. Marlon and his team have tested it. We've tested it. Ben's been working behind the scenes in IT. So there's just a lot that goes into this, but it's exciting times for all of us. And I love the testimonial part. I really wanted that on here. I wanted Dave on here so people could see who he is and why this is so special. And who knows, maybe 10, 15 years from now, people will be talking about Collect Direct. So that's what we can all hope for. And Dave, it's really because of you, because of all those things that you kept buying and Joyce kept saying you could buy and spend all that money. It's because of that we have this opportunity that's never been done before. And, you know, when I talk to people, they say, what are you doing these days? And I tell them, like, what is that? And I say, well, have you ever collected? And they're like, oh yeah, I collect beer cans, or, you know, they talk about their sports teams and stuff like that. And I say, we have everything. And if you want to stay home and make a few extra bucks, you can do that. And we've got some really fun things to do with home-based business. And you know, everybody knows I love to travel. So Dave is like, since you love to travel, we'll take a look at what we're going to do with really building this business around the country, around Canada, Australia, and the rest of the world. So I'm super excited. So Dave, I really want to thank you, and thank you for having, you know, trust really in this team for painstakingly putting all this together, because it has been a labor of love. And I couldn't have done any of this really without Chelsea and Carrie Ann and Ben and Marlon and Daryl and Michael, and you just saying, okay, here's the bank account, but go gentle. And so, and Dave and I, for all of you that knew us in our past life together, we always had fights over money, because I always
Billions.
wanted more money. Give me more money. And so, and he always gave it to me. He kind of complained a lot, but he always gave it to me. And it was no different this time. So I really want to thank him, because he believed that we could do this, and we could do it the right way, where we own the software. So we're not beholden to anybody. Nobody's holding us hostage. This is ours. And so I hope you all love it. Give us your ideas. I'm happy to work with ideas. I love ideas. I love marketing. And Dave, thank you so much. And I'm going to throw it back to you.
Thanks, Terry. And I'll leave it on this note, because like I said, after midnight Central tonight, you could go on. Hopefully everything's working smooth. But, I'm actually not at my warehouse where I usually do these Zooms. I'm at home because I've been up since 2 a.m. and Joyce says, no, you could do it from your office at home. But what I want to say is, people like Don have been to my house and they've seen this particular room. But what you can't see is the wall that's to the left of me here. And on this wall, Barry, who's a good friend of mine on here from Cleck's Corner, he knows my dad. And my father used to go trinketing with my mom every other day. And every time I went and see my dad, he'd give me something. I'd start yelling. I'd say, Dad, I got so much of this crap that, I have got so much of this, Dad. I don't know what. And then my dad died in 2001. And I had a storage unit that had his stuff that was marked Dad. And every single item is on this wall now. And when you look at this, I know Don's come in here and seen this wall. But the top 4 shelves on this wall are just protected by him. And my point is that these are all collectibles. And my father never had a lot of money, raised 14 kids. But my dad was always a guy that was a model builder, a collector, a train guy. He'd go in and see Barry, and, he worked for me at my shop. But my point is, Collect Direct, it's kind of got him telling me, let's not, get up and let's not, quit. One thing about me that people that know me, I was an amateur boxer. I could never box in front of my dad. It didn't matter if I was fighting a wimp. It didn't matter who it was. I get butterflies. I couldn't fight in front of my father because I looked so much up to him. But my point is, with Collect Direct, with the collectible industry, with what we're doing, we've discovered, Terry, over the last year and a half, that I have one of the most massive collections in the world. And I don't know how I accumulated it all. Like you said, Joyce let me buy all this stuff. But it's the treasures. It's the things like on this wall that are priceless to me. I would never sell them. If something happens to me, these will go to my nephews and nieces, and there'll be a story behind them. They're heirlooms. And that's the part with collectibles that people need to understand. It's not about a $50,000 Mickey Mantle or a $10,000, Pete Rose rookie, or a $3,000 comic book. It's about a Dr. Zeus figure that my father gave me when I yelled at him to tell him to quit giving me crap. And then he died. And I have to say to myself, I treasure every piece. So it's like, I wish he could come back every minute and hand me one of them every single time, because he's the reason why I was so much into collectibles, him and my older brother. But guys, I'm here with this. This is going to be like Don Carson said, it's a prize fight. This is the 5th round. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm either going to get knocked on my can and get up, or, 1 out of 40, I'm going to get knocked out like Buster Douglas did to him. But I'm here to fight. I'm here to make this work. And like I said, we're going to make it go. So, Terry, great job. Don, I know you always got a few words of wisdom at the end. I'm going to let you close it out tonight. And just like I said, midnight Central, we're live. Let's knock it out of the park, and hopefully everything goes well. And people can love their collectibles like I love my collectibles, special one,
Every piece is a time capsule from the past. And that's why we've always said it's bringing the past to the future. And Dave, what people are getting a chance to see before their very eyes is a lot of effort over the last year plus of what didn't work put into what will work. And then every month, every week that goes by, you'll all have a chance with your suggestions to see the add-ons and see all the work that this group's doing for this to be truly a legacy company for those of you that are here at the beginning, founders, to those of you that will be here 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I just want to congratulate all of you for all of your information. It's been a lot of fun. And David, once again, as Terry said, that your commitment to success is almost to the point where your enthusiasm is addictive. So watch what happens, folks. Don't miss the chance to make your first $29.98 order. Make that order. Get some of your team members that are ready, one on the left, one on the right. Let's get them going. And then watch the flow of information that comes down the pipeline from this team that is absolutely just I don't know if the right term is at the bit. What's that term? Churning at the bit to show you.
Chomping at the bit.
Chomping at the bit before they can't do that until this thing has you that want to be here in the system with your credit cards, with
and
your
Terry,
orders.
And Don, while you're saying that, I want to say one more thing. You know, you look at the website right now, and there's pictures of the graded cards that there's only half of. And we could have waited another 3 days and, you know, got them all pixeled in and got them all straightened out. And I said, no, Terry, we're launching this. August 1st, this is launching. So don't go bugging Chelsea at customer support about these little pixel pictures that are because eventually they're all going to be in the screen. They're all going to look great. They're all going to have a front and back shot. They're all, you know, so, but anyway, Don, sorry for interrupting. I forgot to mention that because it's the only thing wrong with the website, I believe, in the look that I just said to Terry, we're launching this without that. And I'm not waiting another 2 or 3 days to fix that because you could buy a card by seeing what it is, knowing it's a mint or better. And anyway, go finish up, Don. Sorry for interrupting you.
David, and I agree with you. At the end of the day, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you get to the top of the stairs? You go one step at a time. How does a company like this open up a category and get to the top of the mountain for the collectible industry? It's one launch at a time. And you guys have seen us try different things. They're all there to go into this system, but don't wait. Start fresh with your first order and then let yourself get proved right before your eyes that this is where you want to be. And then let's go build this together for the next 10 years. That's my attitude. I'm looking forward to the future, Dave. Once again, thanks everybody for joining us. This recording will be up for you to share. We want to keep this about 25 minutes. That's where we're at right now. We'll post it within the next 15, 20 minutes. You'll all see it. So Dave, Terry, team behind the scenes, thank you guys. I'm going to turn the recording off and you guys are all awesome. This is going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss the chance to share this with all you can very quickly at midnight tonight and heading on to August 1st and beyond. Talk to you all soon, and we'll start regular recruitment to Zooms starting next week, folks. So we'll see you all next Wednesday, and stay tuned for the announcements that will be down the pipe. Don't miss your chance to order August 1st and be the first founders that do. That's my wish for you that have been here for a long time. Be first, and let's see who you are. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.